by the time I hit 2 or 3 belts, I officially want to get back to Seniesa, but I don't know if that'll be possible whatsoever. So as far as my brain is working and trying to adjust and figure it out, is I just want like all the belts at least once, maybe defend twice, and then I'm done. Like I'm just done.
Yeah.
Only boxing, my goal is still the same. I mean, I want world titles. I want to get to a world title as soon as possible, and I want all of the belts. I don't want just like 1 or 2. I don't think that would complement my boxing personality whatsoever. I don't think I'll be okay with just 1 or 2. I want all of them.
Marlen, first of all, thanks for having us. It's always a pleasure to have a conversation with you.
Thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, it's good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you. We have a long time friendship, and let me tell you something. You look better than ever because you have a blessing now.
I know, right?
Right?
I know.
You have this light in your eyes. You look different, but in good way.
Yeah, no, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's been so much happened so quickly, and then I know that I have this like amazing human being where I'm like, oh, this is why I'm alive. It's that type of situation. So I've been, regardless of what's been going on in any aspect, including boxing, I'm not gonna lie, I've been pretty good. Yeah, I've been pretty good.
Definitely. I can see in your shoulder the Olympic stuff, bronze medal. It looks like it happened yesterday, right? It looked like it happened yesterday, but no, now you're a pro, you're a mature little girl for me. Like I told you, always you're going to be my little girl. So tell me something about this. I spoke with so many fighters and they told me, Ernesto, there's not so many changes for us because we always training, we always focus, and we always in camp. I mean, concentrated. Talking about this pandemic, what do you think about this?
You know what? It's funny. I agree. I feel like a lot of people aren't used to having to shut out everything that exists and just go home and be at home and then gym right home. And some people's gyms are like outside of their house, you know?
Yeah.
And other people, you might have to drive somewhere, but it's a closed off, excluded situation. It's not like an open gym or a 24-hour fitness. So yeah, it's not very different at all. It's like, so I'm used to going home and being at the gym and home and home and home and gym, home. So obviously you can figure out where to train, but it's really not that different from like a full-on blown camp. It just seems like this camp has been really, really long. Like you have like a 16-week camp going on over here. But it's really not that hard. No, to me, it hasn't been too different.
Definitely. You had the support of your family, but you have your own family now. What is the meaning for you that your family, I mean, you're growing up your own family?
It's weird. It's weird because I didn't think I was ever going to really have my own family. I guess I've always just been like very like, not boxer mentality, but a female boxer mentality of like where you can't really give that aspect of yourself and hey, I'm sorry, but that's not the direction I'm going in life. And I think that's where a lot of women boxers struggle. So I didn't really expect to be necessarily in the situation, but it's actually really cool because I feel like an adult, I guess, for the first time. So even before that, it's like, man, I'm grown, I'm making my own money, I'm doing my own thing, but I still feel like a kid. And I feel like right now, I just feel like the same person, but I just feel like a little bit older and a little bit wiser than I did before.
I suppose that the goals and your dreams are mostly the same. So now, what is your goal, your next goal? I mean, talking about only boxing.
Only boxing, my goal is still the same. I mean, I want world titles. I want to get to a world title as soon as possible, and I want all of the belts. I don't want just like 1 or 2. I don't think that would complement my boxing personality whatsoever. I don't think I'll be okay with just one or two. I want all of them. And I think on the next one, I want to get to whatever weight class it may be. And then eventually by the end of the year, or by the time I hit 2 or 3 belts, I officially want to get back to Seniesa, but I don't know if that'll be possible whatsoever. So as far as my brain is working and trying to adjust and figure it out, is I just want like all the belts at least once, maybe defend twice, and then I'm done. Like I'm just done.
Yeah. Talking about Seniesa, she mentioned in an interview with me that yeah, she's open to do the rematch. Maybe not the same weight class, but she's open. And finally, I know you have a big fight in social media, whatever, but at the end, this is a business, this is boxing, and she's open to fight again.
Yeah, and see, I just found out too yesterday. Someone sent it to me, and I thought it was like actually really cool. So on her end, I want to say like thank you, like for at least addressing that you want to do it again and you want to fight again. Because for a long time since the fight, I haven't heard anything. So I assumed that she was just shutting it off and not gonna want to do it again. So I thank her for at least saying like, hey, okay, I'll take the fight again. I want to do it again. Because if I was her, or in boxing, period, if I win a fight, I want people to believe I won the fight.
Yeah.
And with our situation, I don't think that was necessarily the case. And because of that, like, I think it brought me by surprise that she would say, okay, I want to do it again. So cool. I mean, I want to do it again too. So it's something I got to take back to my coach, something I got to take back to my team, and we'll reassess and fix what we have to do. But it's definitely something that we want to do
100%. I don't know if you realize that, of course, this fight, it was in the middle of a big event too, but everybody's talking about your fight against Seniesa. What is the meaning for you to show to the world that the women's boxing deserve more attention, more dinero, more money, you know what I mean, and more respect?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I did a good job.
Yeah.
I feel like I did a good job. Yeah. So no, it's like respect to Seniesa, and she won and everything, and like, well, obviously she's gonna dictate what happens next. But in the fight, I mean, there was a lot of credit given because people don't usually see women fighting in that nature.
Yeah.
So you have blood and sweat and all this like animosity and all this hatred and all this stuff going on. And everyone's like, okay, well, is this fight really going to be that good? And then the fight ends up being that good. So yeah, no, I think we did a good job. We did a good job, and it was a good time.
I asked you about your goals in boxing, but as a role model, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people that are following you in social media, they recognize you because you have something special. So you can be a role model. You realize this?
I do. I think that I would like to be more of a role model than I am. A lot of the times I feel like there's a lot more I can do and a lot more people that I can reach out to and a lot more things I should be handling. But at the same time, I think people have to appreciate that I'm smack dab in the middle of my career. And I have also a son that I just had and a lot of things going on. But I feel like I am a role model. I try to privately, without putting it on social media, I try to privately help as many associations as I can. I try to privately mentor as many kids as I can. I try to privately work with certain families that I can. Anything I can give, anything I can do, whether it's a boxing kit that I used to have or gloves I don't use anymore. I always send out my stuff. I always talk to people. I associate to people quietly, but I feel like maybe I should do more, make that extra mile. And right now it's just something that I'm working on and something that I really do want to work at, being a bigger influence on people's lives, for sure.
Definitely. And you can do it because you have a gift. Put aside Seniesa, give me some names that you are interested in.
So I know there's Sulem. I want Sulem. Jessica Bop is 108, but I wouldn't mind her if we could move maybe a little higher.
Okay.
I know she does that a little bit. I know she fights a little higher, but Jessica Bob really intrigues me a great deal. And then I know there's like I can't remember her name right now. She's from Mexico. She fights at the world title. She fights like I think 108, 112. There's a few people, but a lot of them are from
Areli,
Mexico.
maybe Areli?
Areli, yeah, Areli. Yeah, but well, I want her too. Yeah.
Areli.
So I know all their, yeah, Areli, and then you have dang, she's always at all the WBC stuff. Anyway, her name's gonna come to me in like a few seconds.
But because Areli, it could
Yesenia, it's the one that fights under Yesenia.
Ah, Yesenia, of course, yeah, from the north of Mexico.
Yeah, the one under Yesenia.
Yeah, nice. And it could be a big fight.
Yeah, I think so. Anybody who's doing well right now, I haven't seen anybody still, and I don't care what people say about anything that have happened, but I don't see anybody right now where I'm like, okay, we're going to have a big problem. It's just going to be like, okay, how am I going to adjust and figure it out? But for me, those things are fun. So if I have to change myself or transition or make myself better to adjust to you and to be able to beat you, then I think it'll be a good time for me. It'll keep me entertained. And I'm up for it. Like, I'll fight anybody.
Sounds great.
I'll fight anybody.
Yeah, definitely. And I know you deep inside. Let me ask you this. What about sports? What sports you enjoy? I mean, it's of course boxing, but you like soccer, you like NBA, NFL, or you're not a sports girl?
So as far as what I can physically do, I like to run and I like to swim. Huh? But what I like to watch, I've grown up watching soccer because my dad watched soccer, but it's not something I stuck with. And then now, because I'm the coach I have, he's around a lot of NFL guys, so I'm starting to learn a little bit about football. But to be honest with you, I like to run, and I don't pay attention to a lot of sports besides boxing.
What is the sport? I mean, the team of your father in soccer?
Well, obviously Mexico, and then he was transitioning into something else because he's like a diehard. Yeah. Like, I don't care if we're doing well or not, but we're gonna cheer for our team type person. So he doesn't really go for other teams besides his own.
Music. What is the favorite music of the champ?
Yeah. I actually don't have a lot of favorite music. It's really sad. Everybody always asks that. I'm like, I don't have a clear answer because I grew up in Texas, right?
Yeah.
So, but I had like my parents are like really Mexican, and like I grew up with like super loud music. So there's not like, I listen to like old school Hispanic music, like Vicente Fernandez and Jenna Rivera.
Right?
Yeah.
That one?
Like really, and then some Tejano a little bit because I was raised and born in Texas. And then I listen to country music and Christian music because of Texas. And then you have your regular R&B that comes on the radio, like Cardi B and, Drake or whoever. So, I mean, my music isn't as like potent, as abrupt as like, something else I would listen to or something else I know in my life. I just kind of listen to what I like. I don't really have a preference.
What do you prefer, to sing or to dance?
Oh, dance, because no one wants to hear me sing ever. I'm the worst singer ever. My dad's like, no, you can sing a little bit. Our family can sing. No. I sound so bad, like, because my voice is raspy, It's just it's not cute. Yeah, when I sing, it's not cute.
Talking about movies or series, what do you prefer? Movies, series, what do you choose?
I like lighthearted movies. Yeah. I like the girl chick flicks, like just, something not so serious whatsoever. Because my life is already really serious, I'm like, yo, we have to calm down, and we have to let's just be nice. In the movies, let's just pretend life isn't so serious, because for me, life is really harsh and it's really crazy all the time. So whenever I watch something, I want to not remind myself that life is very difficult.
Okay. Remember a long time ago in Miami during a boxing event, of course, down there, I promise you that my English is gonna improve.
Gotten way better.
Yeah, you mentioned to me, maybe someday I'm gonna speak some Spanish with you. How about Spanish stuff?
I've been doing a little better. So All right, let me break it down. So at first, no más entiendo, no puedo hablar. Pero
Okay.
yo puedo hablar más o menos poquito porque my son ya está hablando español, no más español. So he only understands Spanish.
Wow.
Yeah, so he doesn't speak a lot of English. So all his words are like agua, afuera, caliente. So he only knows Spanish words. So his primary language is Spanish. So cuando yo estoy hablando con él, yo necesito hablar español. Yeah, that's how I'm learning. I'm learning like that.
Hey, maravilloso, doing good. So finally, what can you tell to the people in these very difficult times? Because you have this smile, this, I mean, you're always in good mood. I mean, not talking when you're fighting because different, but out of the ring, you're always in good.
I know, right? I get it. But what was I didn't let you finish the question, but I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems to be nice.
Yeah, just to send a message from you, from the people, because like I told you, I always mention to you that you are like a role model. What can you tell to the people in these very difficult times?
Ooh, I would say honestly to everybody who's going through this, I mean, because we're all going through it. I feel like it's a really difficult situation because everybody's having all types of emotions, and after being locked in your house and I don't know, having to being put on unemployment or not knowing what you're going to do next or trying to understand the difficulties or what everybody's going through, but at the same time trying to absorb everything that's going on with yourself, is that I think that everybody needs to understand that this too shall pass. And I think that's the biggest thing. It's like, I know it's a really hard moment. It's a hard moment for everybody, no matter what anybody says, it's difficult.
Yeah.
And that you have to remember that if you're feeling sad or depressed or you have anxiety or you don't really know how to address your personal situations, including like money or if you got laid off or whatever is going on, that this is just a process in life and it's going to be okay. You just have to wait it out and you'll figure it out. And this too will pass. And I think that's kind of the hardest thing, is that I think people are getting hit with a lot of obstacles and a lot of problems, but yet nobody wants to talk about those things. And hey, like, it's cool. Everybody has something that's hitting them right now, but it'll pass and you just got to stay strong and keep doing what you've always done and you'll be all right.
Beautiful. I send you blessings because, you know, with all my respect, I really love you. Since I met you, the best for your family, the best for you. And I hope I can see you really soon fighting again. Thank you very much. God bless you. Take care.
Thank you.
Si te gustó nuestro contenido, suscríbete a nuestro canal de YouTube. Y si no te gustó, también. No puedes jugar boxeo.